Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar. This is Dune, House Harkonnen, issue number 3. And we touch base on a lot of different things in this issue. Like all these, this is like a big sprawling story. There's like 75 different plot lines going on, simultaneously going out in every direction. Which makes talking about the book kind of difficult sometimes because it's like, well, there was this really cool thing, but if I show you the page, I've just told you the entire plot line that got advanced in this issue. There's really two things that get pushed forward in this book. One is Duncan Idaho, starting his training as a sword master. Here, we can just go to those pages. So he lands on Gynaz or wherever this is, and he's like, yo, I'm here to be a sword master, and immediately the trainers are like, yeah, we're going to teach you some painful lessons. And immediately, painful lessons are taught. The book does a great job of jumping around between all these different little bits. Like we get a little Swordmaster stuff here, then we get some more things happening, and then we cut back to the Swordmaster stuff several months in the future, or several months later than this, see how they've advanced, how they've come forward, what they've done, what they've learned, that kind of stuff. It's pretty good. I think I say it every issue of these series. I should phrase it that way. Every issue of these different Dune prequel series, I say something like, I've never read these particular novels. The only Dune books I've actually read are the ones written by Frank Herbert. I haven't read any of this stuff that was written by his son and Kevin J. Anderson. So I'm seeing all these storylines for the first time. And all these storylines are really doing a good job pulling me in. Thinking about this now, I think the only character storyline we did not check in on in this issue was Gurney Halleck. And after he got the crap beat out of him in the last issue, maybe he needs a little time off to let Broken Bones, set and heal. But Duncan Idaho's like education here is going pretty well. This is actually like some pretty good stuff. He's like he beats his buddy up, well, his friend, guy who's going to be his friend that he just met, wins that fight. So the Swordmaster's like, all right, we're going to stick you in this suit of super armor and give you this big old sword. And then he proceeds to get the snot beat out of him. And Duncan Idaho is like, the hawk is safer from attack than the turtle. So he's clearly learned the lesson. It's pretty good. Like, we're condensing what feels like a lot of stuff down to just a couple of pages. And I think it does a pretty good job. Most of the rest of the book, it feels like, is concerned with the Baron's revenge. So if you remember, previously, Gaius Helena Mariam was like, yo, Baron, let's bang. I need to have a kid with your genes. And he's like, I don't like girls. And, he's particularly disgusting with her. So she kind of just gives him a disease. And so the Baron is like, hey, in fact, Yui, the doctor who eventually betrays the Atreides in the story, is like, yo, you've got this genetic disease that Bene Gesserit gave you. Kinda sucks, bro. And now he's like, let's get revenge. So Peter DeVries is like, yes, we can connive an excuse. Let's go over there. We can use our no ship if we need to. Like that kind of stuff. Oh, right. And there's some stuff on Ix going on too. But this is the Ixian plotline, like, kind of feels really futile to me. And I think you could just kind of not even advance it anymore. So then, they meet with the Bene Gesserit. They go down there. There's some interaction, some bad lessons are learned. Raban kind of humiliates himself and that stuff. And I gotta say, the pacing of the book is great because we're bouncing between like this is like high tension right here. This is why I'm showing both of these pages. Sorry for the squeaky chair. Why I'm showing both these pages. We got this like high tension showdown over comms between the Baron and the Bene Gesserit. And we cut over here to where tension boils over on Ix. The Bene Tleilaxu, boy, that's a hard word to say, kidnapped this dude who's like working down here in the recycling factory. And a page or two later, they kill him and his body is like hung up on the wall. Because they're like, you used to be an accountant. Holy crap. He's killing people for being accountants now? That's rough. This is a good installment of the story. You might still be able to get one of the first two issues, at your store if you go looking. Maybe get lucky. But I've been having a blast with all these Dune books, with exceptions of like some of the one shots. Those have not always been firing on all cylinders, but House of Atreides and House Harkonnen have both been really solid so far, and I look forward to them continuing to be solid. The art's good, the pacing is good, the writing's pretty good. I'm having a blast. I don't know that these necessarily feel like they should belong in the Dune universe. Like, it's definitely not Frank Herbert's writing, but let's also be honest. Like, by the time that the last Dune book was written, Frank Herbert's writing was getting a little weird, so maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. What I do know is thank you so much for joining me. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye bye.